Hello, and it is a lot of lettuce. Best price at the moment is 2,022 per thing. That is a really good price, and this is a pretty huge payday. Welcome along and welcome back to the Old Tree Farm. Today we are going to be finishing off the cultivating contracts, but first we've got a little bit of emergency in that the sheep and the chickens are all right for food. They don't have a huge amount, but the sheep have completely run out. So what we're going to do first is, having jumped in our little JCB here, we're just going to switch over to our bale spike. So up there like that, and grab that. And yeah, go and put a couple of bales of hay in with our sheep so that they're kept happy. We've got lots of lambs. We have a lot of lambs on the farm at the moment, which is brilliant. But it does mean that our sheep feeding costs have increased quite considerably. Let's pop in over here. We'll take this stack and the singles that are on top. All of those will go in rather nicely. This is just a fantastic little piece of equipment. This teletruck has been worked absolutely perfect for us. I think I'm going to have to use it in more places. Definitely as a piece of kit for productions. It works really, really well. So that's going in there, and those should go in as well. Are they not? There we go. All in. They were just out of reach. Right, how does that leave our sheep? Yeah, look at this. So we've got these at 13 months, these at 8 months, these at 3 months, and these at 25 months. So, and that is just brilliant. Our number of sheep just keeps growing. Food, absolutely brilliant. That is now at capacity. We do need to get the chickens to a bit of feed. We've got a trailer. Oh, we do have a trailer, don't we? We've got that little trailer. We can put what sorghum we have got in store in with them. So we'll go and do that next and get that done. So that's going to take our little tractor here. Yeah. Our big tractor, there is no point in putting that on that trailer. And that little trailer, the whole point of it seems to be to work with small equipment, and I love that. It was a free update from Giants that basically gave us things like this little trailer. And yeah, just hook this up here. What have we got in here? I've got canola in here, so let's tip that out. Forgot I'd got a trailer full of canola sitting here. Right, and then we should be able to refill this with sorghum. Let's try that. And then oat, canola, sorghum. Yeah, it's only 878 liters, but it is going to be enough to feed the chickens for a little while, at least until we can go and buy some more feed, or hopefully go and harvest some. That's what we really need for our chickens around here. Okay, this does have side tipping, I think. There we go, that's got it. And yeah, that isn't going to go massively far, but should go far enough. Right, so this now can go back in this shed here and be parked out of the way. Everything we have here is pretty much set up for small equipment, and so yeah, it is going to be a shift on the farm going to the bigger tractor and getting some bigger stuff done. It's going to be really useful for the grass work at the moment, actually, that bigger tractor. which we're going to need to do some of that this spring in order to get our feed for our chickens, feed for our sheep back up. And we might need to put in a field full of wheat or something just to be able to feed the chickens on a regular basis. Or we could take on a week contract and go and do that. Right, we are headed up to field 19, which is up the top. So I'm going to go out the top of the farm. Oh, there's so many areas on this farm where I think we could improve the layout. You guys all sort of wholeheartedly supported my idea for sorting this out last time. We have got to sell the lettuce today. It's January and we do have some sales to do as well. But we do have farmers waiting for us to complete contracts for them. So we're going to go and complete these contracts. I'm not going to get across the river or the railway line if we go that way. So we're going to get this completed this morning in this Deutz. And then we've got lettuce to sell this afternoon. Neither of the fields we've got to do today are particularly big. 19 is that one over there. Now, wow, it's quite a convoluted way to get to it. And I think I could possibly have taken a slightly different path. I'm not sure. Anyway, we are up here. I'm going to start from this side. I don't think... Yeah, we're going to have an interesting bit of work here. Because I'm going to try and take... I want to try and take the edge of this field as straight as possible. But it doesn't seem to be one of those fields that allows very much for that. Let's see. If we come up here... yeah. I think we're going to have to go down the edge here and then take a look. I don't think this is a field that allows for GPS very easily. Although, when we get up the top here, I think we might be able to get a good line up here somewhere. Either that or it's one of those fields that has this gentle curve to it. That basically you can't use GPS, but you can curve your equipment as you come around the edge of the field. Yeah. And by the time we get to the end of it, we're doing 82 degrees. And that is not how we started it. We're about halfway through the contract now. And we're pulling up a fair amount of rocks again with this. And I'm kind of reminded of a recent video I watched from Millennial Farmers, which he showed me how, or he was showing us how he uses his rock picker, which is nowhere near how I've been using it in Farm Sim, which is really interesting. In that he basically, the way to properly use a rock picker is just to drive around the field and where you have a set of rocks or a rock you want to pick up, you use it there, flick the rock on, and that's it. So yeah, I think my realism for how I will use a rock picker going forward is definitely going to change. I think most of the time I'm going to try and get the rock picker so that it's something that's used supplemental for large rocks, and then all of the smaller rocks and things like that try and roll back into the ground if I can. So yeah, definitely looking to use a rock picker differently going forwards after watching that. We don't have one in here because we don't really do a lot of arable work. The only arable work we do is contracts when we need a bump in money. And to be perfectly honest, most of the time I think we're going to be doing grass and so hay and silage contracts. We are 84% done on here, so as I suspected, we are just zooming through this contract. And yeah, there's about a 50-degree difference between the bottom end of the field and the top end, so GPS absolutely useless on this field. It's got a very nice, gentle curve to it as it goes around the edge. And, yeah, that means that we can't actually use GPS on it. It's not so gentle that it would break the tines on the cultivator, but it is enough to just stop GPS from being functional at all. Although, to be perfectly honest, if it had a 1 degree curve from the top to the bottom, it would stop GPS from being functional. So, yeah. But we have got through a big chunk of this field. We are 96% complete. We might not even have to do this awkwardly shaped bottom corner if we're lucky. We'll see where this gets us when we finish this last long strip around the end here. It was at 96% then. Is it going to take us to 100 just finishing this bit off? There we go. Contract's done and dusted. We have 1 contract left, and that is up at field 35, which I think is pretty much halfway through the map. We were the top corner up here. So field 35 is this one just here, and this is going to be better for us for GPS because it's a lot straighter. Which way to do it though? It's got, I think actually I'm gonna do the long edge, so we'll take it from this area here. It's not the straightest of edges, but if we come a little bit away here, I think we're gonna be all right. So GPS on, that down, set first waypoint, set second waypoint. A little bit wide, I think, but otherwise I'm gonna be okay. It's got this weird kink in it, and I'm just a little bit wide of it. That's annoying. I'll have to go back, and we will grab that bit again. Actually, that might not be too bad. Let's spin around and go back along that bit that I was trying to line up on. Like that. Yeah, it is pretty much lined up on it, I think. Oh, no, that definitely isn't. Right, I'm going to fix this, I think. Once again, we're at the halfway point, and the cultivator is working very nicely. We are going to get, well, we're only going to get about £900 off this, but that more than offsets the cost of the tractor and cultivator in our initial contract setup here, which I think actually was the contract for field 19. Or was it the contract? It might be the contract for this. This was a very big, I remember thinking this was a very big tractor for whichever contract it gave us for it. And yeah, it's certainly allowed us to get through these contracts fairly well. It's one thing I would say actually, when you're looking to do multiple contracts, when you're looking to take on 3 contracts at a time, look for the one with the largest equipment for the smallest price. That's not always the largest field, because, yeah, as I said, this is not a small tractor or a small cultivator we got here, and yet both come off this contract, which is for not a very big field. Our area is getting smaller and smaller now. I think we've probably only got 2 more passes. Yeah, we are 85% complete. So this is so small, this field, that we're basically going to have to do the whole thing. So down again and away. Yeah, look at that. There literally is 1 more pass left in order to get this field done. And it is just after midday as well. There we go, and contract is complete. There we are. Perfect. So, Let's get this back to our farm. And then we can go and see how much we get for these 2 contracts. All right, so back into our farm. We need to get that field cut in the near future. Oh, we also need to get mulching. Right, let's turn that off. And then into here. So 1,281 for that contract. 986 for that. Actually, 831 for that, because as I said, it's got the £155 for the leasing. So collect both of those, and there are then no contracts available. Next thing we need to do today is to go and have a look at the lettuce. There we go. There it is. And best price at the moment is 2,022 per thing. That is a really good price. We want to get any remaining lettuce we've got loaded up. And, yeah, down to the farmer's market, because, wow, that is a really good price. So, back out in the JCB, we'll switch over to the forks on this again. And, yeah, get any lettuce that's appeared in the last month or so loaded up on our trailer. And, yeah, then go and make an awful lot of money from what we've got on that trailer. There's almost an entire row of lettuce on either side. Again, ready to go on here. That is huge. So what I'm going to do is just do the 2 stacking setup that I did before. But our lettuce might just get us all the money we need for, wow, for planting this year's vines, which would be huge. I mean, each of these is each of these is 500 liters, or yeah, each of these is 500 liters. So we get 1,000 liters off this, and then we've got all of these on here. We are going to be going up to a 3rd row high on this trailer, I think, because yeah, just 1 row of these is going to fill the rest of this trailer. That is massive and brilliant. And one of these isn't coming off. There we go. Right. Let's get these all loaded up, because this is once again a gold mine. And last section on this stack, I've had to take 1 from the other greenhouse in order to get him on here and finish off. But that is 2 full stacks of lettuce we've got on here, and the lettuce has kind of just really sped things up on the farm here. It would have taken us longer to establish our vineyard without this lettuce, so it has been an absolute godsend. Oh no, I want to put the end one on, please. That one, there we go. Right, perfect. And then just got the rest of these here to get on. I think these are going to have to go in the middle at the top. Going 3 high is fun, but not overly stable, especially with our disco pulling it, because it's a good piece of kit, but this is a lot of weight of lettuce that we've got here. So we need to get this pulled well. Or alternatively, we could put our new tractor on the front, but I think we'll keep it as it is and get the lettuce transferred using the Land Rover. It is a lot of lettuce, and this is a pretty huge payday. Final 2 pallets of lettuce to pick up and get loaded. And I am blown away by how much lettuce we have here. This is so much, and on just the best payout as well. It is just going to be ridiculously good. As long as I don't knock that other one off, we're fine. Yep. Right, that is too far. I want it about there. Ship that, and off that comes. Right, let's strap these down on the top. Yes. It will go that far. There we are. So that is all strapped. Let's go put the forklift away and go pick up our Landy. Right, back her up. There we go. Oh man, that just looks like a massively crazy setup on here. Somebody's saying I need to wash my Landy. It is very true. I need to wash my Landy. I need to get a pressure washer. Maybe we'll put one on the barn there. Actually, that's a good question. Where do you guys think we should place a pressure washer? We do have a couple of options for that, so let me know. But yeah, I'm going to get this wonderful, wonderful payday to pay off for us, I think, now. Because that is a lot of lettuce. This road is nice and easy to get to for the farmer's market as well, which is just around here. So let's bring this out here. Yeah, not too far to get this towed. And then I want to get all of these unloading at the same time if we can. Yep, there we go. That's got everything going. How much is this all going to make? The grand total is... Last box. There it goes. £38,630. That is so much money. Just off some lettuce from our greenhouses. That is brilliant. I'm really, really pleased with that. That is a massive amount of money from that. Now, I need to double check what else we've got that sells in January. Because I think everything else that we're looking at selling later on is later in the year. I think we're looking at April for the grape juice and the wool. When we're looking to try and get the spinnery based off of that. And then, yeah, we're not quite ready to do any further work with our grapevines. I think they're all going to need doing around the time we're looking to plant the new vines. Speaking of which, it's a fairly expensive thing to get grapevines planted. I think it's about £10,000 per row that we've got on here. I don't think we can price this up at the moment, unfortunately. But if I remember correctly, it was about 10,000 per row. Let's see if it'll even let us price this up. So, production, orchards, vines. It will let me price it up. Yeah, can't be planted in January is fine. But it's not going to tell me how much that costs, unfortunately. Yeah. No idea, but I think we were doing about 10,000 a row. So we've got enough money to do 4 rows at the moment, which will take us looking at this. 4 rows is about that far. So yeah, take us to about here. I reckon we probably need about 120,000 maybe to get this whole field done. So we've got a way to go yet, and hopefully this year's grapes will produce a good amount of money. We've still got some more lettuce we'll be able to sell, and as I said, we got all of this wool to sell when we reach top price in, I think it's April. Let's have a look. Wool, there we go. So price for that is rising 1,606. Yeah, April. So we're looking at 2,188, the top price for that. And as I said, we've got a whole load of grape juice stored as well at the moment. Top price for that is April, and that's 3,103. And if we have a look at our production for grape juice at the moment, oh wow, we are full up. I'm going to pop up there quickly with my tally truck and just sort that out, because otherwise we're going to come to April and it's not going to have any, or it's not going to have done all of the grape juice, and we're going to be left with some of the grapes in there. That is a really good amount though of grape juice we've got so far. So we did work out the telly truck is roadworthy. It's just that it's not very fast. 12 miles an hour we can get round at, but that's okay for a small trip like this up here. Normally I'd bring it on the trailer because we use the trailer then to transport stuff. Now I'm just going to come in and we'll widen our forks a little bit and then make them a little bit thinner so they actually fit these. There we go. And then we can move this out the way. It can spawn some more, and we just need to find some space to store these. We have storage down the side. Yeah, we've got some storage down the side here. So we'll store these down here for now, and then we'll be able to get all of the rest of this processed and sorted. So I'm just going to spend a little while stacking these off here and making enough space in our processing center or in our grape processing factory to get all of our grapes processed and in a couple of months make a decent amount of money from these grapes. Yeah, 432 liters per pallet. So it's going to be over 2 pallets for 1,000 liters. But each of those is going to be worth over £3,000. So yeah, it's about £1,000, just over £1,000 a pallet. So the more of these pallets we can get out, the better. So I've removed 3 full sets from the end here. I think that will create enough space. We'll keep a close eye on it though, because if it doesn't, what I'm going to want to do is come back and make a little bit more space. But that is a very large amount of grape juice that we have sitting here at the moment. Yeah, a lot of pallets here, which is brilliant. 432 liters per pallet. That makes it really difficult to calculate this. And then we've got another 5,000 liters in there. So that is just 15,000 liters sitting in there. Those grapes should now be processed. And yeah, we're looking at a very, very nice amount of money come April time. Hopefully that will be soon enough to get grapes in. Let's have a quick look. Planting grapes. Yeah, smack bang in the middle of our window for planting grapes. Perfect. So we're going to leave this here today. All that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.